Now we're going to talk about a movie that I've hated since I was a kid.
Disney's Angels in the Outfield.
Now, Angels in the Outfield is it's a movie about a divorced kid. Now, this movie came out before my parents were divorced, and it was one of my biggest fears. Like, I was like, oh man, what am I going to do if my weird, angry Irish dad and my obese, crazy mom split up? The answer is 2 Christmases. That's what I ended up doing, and it was great. No rules, wonderful. That movie missed an opportunity to showcase that aspect of divorce. Just kidding. It's exactly what they fucking showcase. Latchkey kid bullshit. So this movie opens up. His parents are like, oh, we don't love each other anymore. Let's fight in front of the kid. And the kid's like, oh, I'm sad and like all fucking depressed and like I wish mom and dad would be together. And he talks to, I believe, his dad. And he says, is there any way you and mom and dad would get back together? And he says, yeah, kid, if the Angels win the pennant. Now, at 8, or whenever this fucking movie came out, I was probably 8 because they were divorced at 9. You don't know that that's a snide lie. So the child in the film didn't know it was a lie. And me, Chris, did not know it was a lie. I thought, yeah, that's about right. Like, let's go on a journey where this kid's worst fear of not being raised with a dad who drives a motorcycle off into the sunset, he comes back and things are great. So the kid prays to God, the Christian God, who's doing, assumably, if the Christian God exists, everything at once. Prays to his ass, and Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd, grants him his fucking wish, which you should not teach 8-year-olds to pray for wishes, because they'll never happen. I guarantee you they'll never happen. Because even if he is real, they're not giving out angels. They're not doing this shit. So already bullshit. It's like a Santa Claus movie I could accept, because the Santa Claus movie, like presents and everybody keeps up the lie. You're never gonna see an angel as a child unless you're fucking schizophrenic. So why teach other 8-year-olds that this is somehow reality? Anyway, praise to Christopher Lloyd, and Christopher Lloyd's like, okay, I got it. I'm gonna grant this kid a fucking real wish. And that wish is for the Angels to win the pennant. The whole premise of the movie is that the kid wants his parents to get back together. The Angels don't, like, I don't know, remind the dad and the wife why they got back or together in the first place. Maybe use some fucking magic to make them love each other again. I don't care how they did it. Maybe you would say, well, Chris, wouldn't that be avoiding just human nature and behavior and not giving people presence of mind and their own, like, you know, autonomy? And I say, yes, that would be evil of an angel to do. Let me think of something better an angel could do. And that's rig every single baseball game for an entire season within an economy that is so expansive. It's $1 billion economy they're fucking with. And they're cheating. They're teaching kids that it's okay to cheat. So Christopher Lloyd, this angel, and his crack team of other angel buddies starts helping fucking home runs, catching balls, making baseball plays that aren't possible. And the Angels, the worst fucking team in the league, all of a sudden is there and winning games. And they're on their way to the series, which they don't win the World Series, they win the pennant, the chance to win the World Series. We don't see past that. And the whole fucking movie, this little kid is running around with a fucking erection for his parents to get back together. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, he's like, every time the Angels win, my dick gets harder for this wish to be granted. So, the Angels win the pennant. Congratulations, guys. They've done it. This Angel's job is done. And I guess he gets his wings or some shit, because God needed him to be on a I don't know what the fuck Christopher Lloyd was doing in this film. The kid goes to his mom or dad and goes, well, the Angels won. This is the end of the movie. This is, the Angels win, everybody throws their goddamn fucking hats in the air, and he goes, well, they won, time to get back together, right? And she goes, no, of course not. Why would I do that? And then the movie ends. The movie ends with this kid without a real parental figure, except for maybe his mom started fucking one of the baseball teammates, right? Like, that's a great father figure, a traveling baseball player, not the one who was there, a guy who routinely leaves town. And the movie just ends. And you're taught to never pray, that angel wishes are basically genie wishes that backfire in your fucking face, and that it's okay to cheat. And all I can think of is like, okay, people bet on baseball games, and it's legal in this country to bet on baseball games in certain cities, and people do it illegally. And traditionally, if somebody is caught cheating in the baseball game, all bets are off. In Angels in the Outfield, on the other hand, all bets were on. Angels were winning left and right, and God was deciding who won that fucking money that day. And the answer was anybody who was dumb enough to bet on the Angels. Now, the Angels, at least in the beginning of that season, probably had a crazy spread, like 30-1. So he's just making assholes rich all over the place. People who bet on long shots, degenerate gamblers bet on long shots. That's who. Normal people don't bet on 30-1 odds, 50-1 odds on a baseball game. But all of a sudden, God's just like, you know who deserves a little uptick? This kid being let down in the end. That's something that'll be great. And then everybody who's going to profit off of this has a gambling problem. So we're going to make life great for them. So the movie ends, this kid's alone, he's sad, parents are divorced, stays divorced, don't trust anybody is the message there. And degenerate gamblers with problems betting on long shots are now rewarded. That's not a movie. That's not a movie. That's somebody at Disney's fucking fever dream that they didn't think all the way through and pushed it through production. And at the end of the day, we're like, yeah, that's probably a terrible fucking message. I hate that fucking movie. I tried to do that thing where you go like, God, will fucking get the parents together. Nobody even gave me an angel pennant thing. I was just like, make one of them not an asshole. No old man angel molesty dude. There's like scenes where he like floats through people's body. Man, that movie's fucked up. Angels in the Outfield should be fucking canceled for life. And anybody, that should be resold as a horror movie where all the angels are just bad guys. And then people could watch all of these angels manipulate an entire country for some kid's selfish request. What an asshole. That's just some bad writing.